All right, welcome back to another Mr. Pisto Plays Magic the Gathering Arena Brawl session. We have Minsc Boo, Timeless Heroes, one of the new planeswalkers from the Baulders Gate Alchemy set. We are once again playing Historic Brawl for a little while here while I work through the commanders that I like, and if there are any commanders that you feel you want to see in a video, just pop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make those happen. So this is a 5 mana 3 loyalty planeswalker with a +2 and a -2. When it enters the battlefield or at the beginning of your upkeep, you don't control a creature named Boo. Create Boo, a legendary 1/1 red hamster with token with trample and haste. You can +1 to give 3 1/1 counters to up to one target creature with trample or haste. Kind of built the deck with the +1 in mind more so than the -2. The -2, sacrifice a creature. When you do, Minsc Boo, Timeless Heroes, deal X damage to any target where X is the creature's power. If the sacrificed creature was a hamster, you draw X cards. So you could +1, make Boo a 4/4. Then the next turn, -2, deal 4 damage to something. And then draw X amount of cards. You can also just burn someone else with something like a big Gulta or a big Inferno of the Star Mounts. It's kind of a fun little combo. You can sink all your red into this and then pop it to deal a whole bunch of damage. We're playing more into the trample and haste, the +1 ability. We have a few cards like, where are they? Shackles of Treachery, Traumatic Prank, couple of cards that steal our opponent's creatures, and then we can sacrifice their own creatures. And a bunch of ramp, a bunch of cards with trample, some good planeswalkers. Let's get into a few games and see how this version of Minsc Boo Tireless Heroes does. These are always, like I say, starting points with cards that I come up with. So if you feel like there could be something changed, let me know in the description below, and I would love to hear how you build Minsc Boo. Let's get into a few games to see how this runs. All right, Talrand, this is not going to be a fun matchup. We will mulligan this. Not much better, but we'll turn 2 elf. Up against Talrand. Sky Summoner. So this is whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token. It is a fun deck. It's actually one of my favorite commanders to build. As far as like creatures go. Or EDH. Probably one of my favorites. Alright, I would really like to find a land here so we can get Minsc down. Although they're gonna have a bajillion counters. That's fun. Try to draw 2. Man, it would have been so good because then we could have traumatic pranked it away. Cast it. You gotta cast it at some point. If I draw a land here, that would be fantastic. Can counter their own counter. I think that's how this card works. Gives me something with Sculpting Steel. Land. Oh. Ooh. Turn it on to make it counter the Bolt Bend instead. Alright, don't return everything to my hand, please. Have lethal. Back with these two. You can bounce one if you want. Sure. Still game over. And we got them with the -2 ability. Let's go. All right, cool. On a game number 2. All right, this could be fun. Gonna go first. We're up against Blex, Vexing, Pest. Pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders get +1/+1. When he dies, you gain 4 life, and it has another side that you can put any number of cards from your... Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put any of them in your hand. The rest in your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card put into your hand this way. We are going to mulligan this. Or not. Well, let's see what happens. We draw a red source, we're okay. Funny, we're gonna mulligan this. Click accept. Well, that's a red source. Whenever draw a card. That was a good little draw. Nice hasty. No, no, no. Yay, yay, yay. My audio went out. 2/5 defender. Can't block this. Man, they got all the sacrifice land. Bitrog must be in their deck. It wouldn't make sense. Alright, we'll do this. This. There. Man, I got so lucky. This hand is actually coming together quite well. This cannot attack or block, but you can play extra lands. Until you have the city's blessing, which is 10 permanents, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have the city's blessing. Alright, so I can do this into don't really want to trade that.
I've got one butt-kicking foot, so everyone form a line.
There. This. Here, I guess I'll trade this for the dragon or the dinosaur if they want to. I'll trade Boo for the Gifted Aetherborn. Sure. Those cards. Seems like a legit card draw card. This deals 5 damage to each creature or planeswalker. Don't really. I will trade. I will do this after. There. Back for 6. I have 5 mana. Do I do this and just attack there? I think I do this.
Duels are for push knobs.
This fights. Okay, so I have lethal next turn. Or close to it. Using the search bar. They're not just. You know what? Hope that was worth it. Feels weird. Sure.
It was us what got their bums kicked.
This is the. Okay. Target creature, planeswalker. Too bad I didn't have that. You gotta deal with. Okay.
I'll be back after I've licked my wounds. You'll see.
Oops. Bop. Boom, Minsc for the win. Or Boo for the win. Alright, we got 1 win with Minsc, 1 win Boo. I think we've done everything we need to do for this video. We're still going to do 1, maybe 2 more games, depending on how long they get into it. Gruul versus Gruul. We can keep this. It's a little slow. We can keep this. Radha, Heart of Keld. You can play lands from the top of your library, correct? Whoops. Yes, and then you can pay 6 and give it plus X to the end of turn, where X is the number of lands you control. We drew our Elvish Mystic, one of our new the other new card from the new alchemy stuff and historic stuff. Where we didn't have a green mana to play it first, but that's okay. That actually gets key to the archive on turn 3, which is they can have Radha on turn B. Right on time. Oh yeah, and it has first strike on your turn. We'll do this into this. This seems kind of good, right? Start our treachery. Then we can go Boo and to take their commander and to throw their commander at something. They have Tums. That's hilarious. Alright, so we can do this. I can do this here. Back. And then we will throw this at their There. That was a good turn. We could have got rid of their Ember Cleave. I think claim the Firstborn. That was pretty good. This could be one of the take control spells that you use in the deck. I think it's a little too situational, but the 1 mana for it is quite powerful. Here we do this +1 here. We can go here, this, and this here. I think we just Glory Bringer. No exerts. And yeah. We have lethal on our flyer next turn if we want it. Sure. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. We got there on the other Gruul. Hey, these are going pretty quick. We might have time for 2 more. We shall see. 1 for sure. But we are up against another Gruul deck. This time, remember, don't press the keep button. All again. This is better. Up against Lukamina Moon Druid. This is one of those new specialized things. So you, in this case, it'll either become the bear form, which gives +1/+1 and trample if you discard a green card. Here we are going to this, bolt the bird. And then the other side, which is the green or the red they've chosen, when it specializes or attacks, you get a 2/2 green wolf creature. And then if this is specialized, then it returns to your hand or graveyard tapped unspecialized, which is pretty cool. Do I just get the Thundering Raiju on board, or do I get this? I like to use it. Let's use all the mana. Plus, this can get out of hand pretty quick. I've been playing around with this card. I've been trying to do a werewolves build with this part, the red one. But honestly, this right here, +1/+1 trample and as a 4/4 is so good. Also, for this one, it's you need to have 6 or more lands in play in order to be able to do its ability. Gonna take a world of hurt next. I draw land, yeah. Put the counter here. Unless they have like exactly the 5 mana Wrath, they're in trouble. Elder Gargaroth. That's pretty good. Not quite good enough though, I think. Get to gain some lives. This goes. Okay. This. Put here as well. I'm gonna put here, right? Because this is the number of modified creatures. All right. This. Modify this. Deal 2. Gain 3. And then I'll play this. Why not? Now, I'm gonna need a Wrath plus a burn spell to kill Boo. They don't concede. I might just throw Boo at their face, just for fun. Yeah, they're gonna cycle, draw, and then concede. Yep. All right, we're gonna get one more game in. All right, two. Yeah, this is keepable for sure. Little trample creature, haste reachy creature, another haste creature. This is one of the specialized. Um, this one's specialized. You can discard your hand, draw 2 cards, and then it deals. Excuse me. Takes damage each opponent where X is the number of cards you've discarded. We have the green one, where put X1 counters on another target creature, where X is the number of cards you discarded. We will. Probably gonna play out this one first, I imagine. Robert gets better as we get things out of our hands. Although this doesn't really matter until we get something with 4 toughness. Ujukabog. Although with them going slow, might be good for us to go fast. We'll play Rootbound Craig. We'll get this up. Why not? This was one of those kind of conceding to needing some smaller creatures. They have all their colors on point. Ace. They can counter if they wish. Nope. They can bounce if you want to. You can blow up everything. Next turn I have Robber into Burn spell. So this Cormella Glamour Thief, it has haste, it's a 2/4. Increasing vengeance, okay. So you can pay 1 to get 3. You can spend Math's mana and only cast instant and sorceries, and then when this card dies, you can return an instant card from your graveyard to your hand. There probably some, I don't know the synergies around Cormella. Haven't really looked. Dark Ritual seems powerful. Okay. I have to.
New job, new life, new opportunity.
Really? Guess they don't not really thinking of a haste creature. Robber. Does soak up 7 damage. And Sublime Epiphany, that's scary. You have like a Wrath. Deal a whole bunch of damage. This swamp is cool. You play this, you can tap it at 3. And then maybe kill something. Counter spell. Depending on what I draw here, we're going to go land. If you made it this far, I recommend listening to some kind of music in the background. No sound effect, the kind of stuff is kind of lame, although it does nice. We're in a forest. We're in a forest with our good puppers. Okay. Specializes into a 4/3. You can have my Garrick's up. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. To do this onto this back. Do I want to discard my hand? Do I want run down the house and yeah, we'll discard. I can throw 2 at their face next turn. What's happening? Sure. Guess they get to return something to their hand. Maybe that run down the house was going to be good for us. We'll return another, yeah, the Wrath. That's a loop. We have lots of haste in this deck. Man, what are you gonna go find? Lots of choices, I would assume. Wash up. I only have one. All right, go for it. Do your thing. Play. Because Minsc Boo is gonna get countered once. One for one yourself. It doesn't die to this. Unknown. I mean, play this. We play this. Gonna do this. All right. Here go. Have a removal spell. Or something to block. Something to block. Land. Do this. Card is just bonkers. This. Huh. Yes. So unfortunate that it's not lethal. Burn down the house. Climb Epiphany. Attack all, I put them to 2. Block, do something. One of the worst hits I could have in the deck. So the thing about Sublime Epiphany is you only got 1 blue right now. Unless you just drew 1. So many cards that decisions. Like search. Extra blue. Good for me. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with it. And I could have maybe bounced my cold glow with it. It's no extra sound effect stuff is kind of annoying. What do you have for 4 mana? You out of this? Ella, Glamour Thief. Sure. We'll just get the Minsc Boo unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, yeah? All right. We got there. Interesting. We're able to overcome control along with a bunch of aggro stuff. Let's talk about the deck a little bit and then we will be done for the video. All right. My version of Minsc Boo Timeless Heroes. As you saw, it's a fun deck. It can overcome some form of control and it's good against other forms of aggro. Is it top tier? No. Is it fun? Yes. Really, the deck can... I played a few of like the human werewolf because we do have Tovalar here. But really, when it comes to your creatures that you have in the deck at the top end, have trample, haste. Now that's it goes. This guy has trample and haste. I guess it just do one at a time. Things that have trample that are big. There's lots of them, right? Battle Mammoth is good. Elder Gargaroth is good. Workshop War Chief is good. Actually, it might be very good because it's a good card that you can sacrifice too, right? Because when you sacrifice, you leave behind a token. So that could be something that's good for you to play with. There's also lots of other things that have haste, right? Bigger creatures that have haste. You could play something like Purphoros, which would make it so that all your creatures have haste all the time, so that they can always be targeted. I had that with Garrett's Uprising. To give creatures you control trample. Urabrask's. This Urabrask gives other creatures haste. This Urabrask exiles a card from the top of your library. I'm not as keen on this one. But there are lots of different cards that have haste, that are big, that you could play. You could try to even go bigger with cards like Enray's Forerunners and Crater Hoof Behemoth. I had a Behemoth in here at first, but I took it out because it's kind of a win more card. At that point, you're probably already running them over. If not, you're probably dead. So yeah, I really did enjoy building this deck. I enjoy playing this deck. Let me know what you think in the description below. Key of the Archive is going to be in every single deck I build from on. It's just too good. And as long as you try and get an on-color card so you can actually cast it if the key gets destroyed. But that's Minsc Boo, the Timeless Heroes. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. So to you, bye for now.